What is up, everyone? Welcome to Day Deal on Display. Today we are going to be taking a look at the very cool looking Trident Aegis case for the Blackberry Z10. You're more than welcome to check out this Aegis case at any time using the link provided in the YouTube description box. That will link you directly over to the official Trident site. Of course, we've linked you guys there as well to our own site at daydeal.com. We've taken the liberty of providing you the case's dimensions as well in that same box, so we hope you find the links as well as that information useful as well as convenient. Now, the Trident Aegis has gone through a lot of revisions. We're happy to see a new design out for the Blackberry Z10. We think it looks very cool, very modern. And just to kind of give you a point of reference for those of you who haven't followed Trident at all, maybe this is a new company to you, this is the first time you've seen an Aegis case, as well as those who have followed Trident for a while and have liked a lot of their products. This is the previous design of the Aegis. This is actually one made for the Nexus 7. I would have to say one of my least favorite Aegis cases of all time, unfortunately. You can actually watch the review of it that I put up a few months back. But nonetheless, that is what Aegis cases usually look like in the past. I'm not saying that Trident has abandoned this design, but this is what we've come to expect from them. You have a polycarbonate shell on the back that is one color. It's usually black. You have the silicone skin layer that changes color, varying from, of course, model to model. And then you have the giant Trident emblem on the back, front, and center. Okay, and as you can obviously see with the Z10 redesign, it's a lot different. You don't have that giant emblem in the center. You just have the Trident logo, or it just says Trident. And this time around, the polycarbonate shell is what changes color rather than the skin. And we actually personally like this design a little bit better because it gives a little bit more personality. You actually get a lot more color, a lot more bang for your buck in terms of vividness. All right, so it's kind of ideal for folks out there that like that bright color and they want to really show off the case. And moving from that point, I will say that for those of you out there that don't like the flashiness of the color, you don't have to worry about it because this case is available in 5 colors, which I'll talk about right now. And one of those colors is, of course, going to be black. Okay, so if you're kind of a no-nonsense, straight business type of person, you're more than welcome to just use the black version of the Aegis. But for those of you out there who want to use something a little bit more fun, let's talk about the other 4 colors. What you see in front of us right now, starting on the left-hand side, that's going to be hot pink with black, and the center is Trident green with black. They're a name for basically kind of cool green or cucumber green, if you want to go and call it that. To the right of that is going to be blue with black, more of a sky blue. Baby blue, then dark blue. And of course, since we showed you a red version earlier, we're going to go ahead and continue with that. This is the red with black version of the Trident Aegis case. And there you have it. All Aegis cases do come with a little kit insert inside, if you will. This is what it looks like. This is what it contains. If you open it up, you have a little instruction booklet from Trident showing you how to install your case, as well as it promotes other items from the company as well. So that's what that's all about. And then you actually have the screen protector kit. It includes an applicator card, microfiber cleaning cloth, and an actual screen protector for your Z10 phone. So remember, all Aegis cases do come with a screen protector. Okay, a little less shopping for you if you really want to use a screen protector for your Z10. Now let's go and talk about the case itself. So the Aegis, as continuing with tradition, this is a dual layered case. All right, it's actually a replacement for the Cyclops that was one of their main series when the company started. Unfortunately, Cyclops is now MIA, which is a shame in my personal opinion. But the Aegis has taken over in that this is a light to medium duty case. Okay, this is a case that I would recommend to anyone who wants to protect the phone but not add too much bulk. More importantly, add a lot of style to their phone. That's what the Aegis is really all about. And a lot of folks have liked it as a alternative to many other popular brands out on the market right now. Now, the silicone skin layer is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, this is relatively thick. It has somewhat exaggerated sides as well as corners. Okay, that is meant there for a reason. Those are supposed to act as bumpers when you drop the phone because the skin layer is supposed to protrude out from the polycarbonate layer ever so slightly. Now, this does have dust covers on it, which is kind of cool. I'll show you that in just a moment. Unfortunately, this particular version of the Aegis, the silicone skin layer, is not completely lint resistant. As you can see, lint is already starting to stick on there. So over time, it will get a little bit dirty. You will have to kind of remove the case and wash it. All right, it's not that lint proof version, but I don't mind it that much because this version of silicone, even though it's not lint resistant, it's a lot softer to the touch. It feels a lot better. Okay, just in our opinion, or in my opinion anyway. And moving on to the polycarbonate shell layer, nothing extraordinary. It is just a polycarbonate shell layer. Okay, polycarbonate being a durable yet flexible plastic, which is always kind of good. So that way, if you drop it once, it doesn't shatter on you or crack immediately. But what we really like on this version of the Z10 Aegis, well, obviously it's colored this time. Okay, it's colored bright and vibrant. It's not the black that we're used to seeing where the silicone skin changes color. And we like this a little bit more because this is what you see primarily versus the skin layer. Now you put these two things together and you have the Aegis case for the Z10. So let's go and show you what that looks like right now. I'm going to go move the retail packages out of the way so that way it doesn't really interfere for the rest of the video. Here is our dummy version of the Z10 phone. Let's go ahead and put on the skin layer first. Once you wrap around the skin, it's going to look like this. Can you go ahead and use the skin by itself? You're more than welcome to. Actually, it has a pretty snug fit on the Z10 phone, as you can see right now. However, the dust covers are going to be really loose. Okay, so if you're okay with that, I guess you can just use the skin cover. We would say, why not use the entire case? That's what you paid for. Might as well put it to work. Okay, so how I like installing the shell layer is just putting the phone face down with the skin like that. Just put over the secondary layer, just push it straight down so everything fits into place. That way you always have a perfect fit. You don't have to worry about little grooves and stuff like that being out of sync. And there you guys have it. This is the Aegis on the Z10 phone. So starting with the front of the phone, you notice that the Aegis creates a significant lip all around the edges of the screen, which is really, really nice because this means that there's more coverage on the phone, but more importantly, the screen is what most people worry about. And if you drop the Aegis on its face like so, it is going to be pretty much taken care of with that really thick lip. Not only is it deep, I should say, but it's also thick. It covers a lot of the black bezeled edge area on the front of the Z10. Can you use this with a screen protector? Obviously so, because remember they include one with it, so they suggest that you're more than welcome to use it with one without having any issues down the road. Now there are two dust covers on the top. One is for the audio jack. Let me go and peel that back. As you can see, it's quite recessed in there, but thanks to their design efforts, you notice that there is a tapered cutout to the rear of the phone, meaning that an angled connector tip should work just fine, as well as a straight connector tip, as always. Let me go and close that off right there. Let's go and show you the that's actually not a dust cover, what I'm talking about. That's actually a cover for the power button. Looks like a dust cover. What I meant to say was a dust cover for the HDMI and USB port on the side. But that is the covering for the power button. Okay, quite squishy, but as you can see right there, it does register quite nicely. Opening for the noise cancellation microphone on the top. Moving on to the other dust cover. That is the one for the HDMI and USB port. Let me go and peel that back. This design is a little bit awkward, to be honest with you guys, because first of all, you notice that the dust cover does not actually sit flush with the polycarbonate shell layer, but also it has two metal tips on it, and it's really just one piece rather than two separate pieces. So every time you need to remove this dust cover, you actually are removing it for both. So kind of a strange design decision from them. I actually would have liked it better if it's just one whole piece, but it is what it is, and that is the dust cover for those individual ports. Moving on to the bottom of the case. Not much else to say. There is a little lanyard opening on the bottom, which is kind of cool. So you want to go and attach a lanyard or a charm. You have it on the Aegis, and that is the opening for the speaker. Moving on to the back. Trident's logo in the center. Not there, a big Trident emblem, as well as the opening for the camera lens and the LED flash on the top right there. And there you guys have it, the Trident Aegis case for the Blackberry Z10. So let's go and move the retail packages back into view. And I'm going to go and give you my closing thoughts and comments on this newly redesigned Aegis case. As far as protection goes, and unfortunately I haven't been able to really emphasize on that point for this entire video, I will say that this is one of the more protective covers out for the Z10 right now. It's not that bulky, but it's bulky enough where there's full coverage on the phone. So wherever you happen to drop it, it is going to be taken care of, which is a good thing. But I do want to mention that this is not the most friendly case to carry around because it does add some girth to the Z10. And these corners and sides right here that stick out, like I said earlier, it's not that new generation of silicone where it's lit resistant and it's a little bit more on the smooth side. This one still is a little bit sticky, so we'll go ahead and grab some stuff with it if you put it in some tight pockets. But other than that, we think it's a better redesign of the Aegis series. We think it looks a lot better. It looks a little bit more classy in our opinion, which kind of goes in line with BlackBerry phones. They've always been kind of business oriented. We like the 5 colors that it comes in, and as well as it comes with a screen protector, so that should take care of most folks out there who want one with their cases. We highly recommend you check this out for the Z10 as soon as possible using the links provided in the YouTube description box, wherever you may happen to shop around for it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, as well as our Pinterest board. We will see you guys next video review.